since I'm almost done with the sample 2 round or samples round 2, let's talk about the business model a little bit more. So one of the selling points is to tokenize it. Some of the core ideas is that if I learn how to do this well, I could make that a service, but tokenize products, meaning you can own you can own a small percentage of a product and then you get a piece of every sale. And so the balance here is how much ownership, how many stocks, how many shares, how many tokens, right? And I don't want it to be infinite. I do believe that it should be fixed to better reflect value and to not dilute other people's equity in a product. So if I go with if I go with 1,000, the 1,000 true fans concept, that sounds great, but it's not very many people. So it'd probably be much harder to sell, and I could do it maybe for like better products in the future. But I do it's the very first one. Maybe it's a million at $1 each, or maybe it's 100,000 at $10 each. I'm not sure. But let's just do some math. So token calculations. Okay, so tokens. I guess total valuation, tokens. No, price, tokens, price, total valuation. Price. So 1,000 for 1,000 true fans. 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. What would the price be? I think if it's $100, see, that is not realistic. It's I'm gonna start from such a small place. Oops. 10,000. No, 1,000. I mean, 1 million valuation goal from post ICO, initial coin offering, or whatever the current term is for ICO. So this one would be $100 each. This would be 10. This would be 1. To get that, I would say this is going to be far too expensive for anyone. This is too expensive with no social proof. This is more digestible, but still too expensive with no social proof. This is more digestible, but is it enough to drive adoption? So no, I mean, obviously, who's my market? It kind of doesn't really matter who my market is at this point, because who's going to pay these prices with no social proof and no proof of concept? So $0.10. If I do 10 cents, maybe 10 cents. Maybe 10 cents. 10 million. People can own a lot. $100 million. Okay, well, if it is that, then let's see. So if example, let's say it's it's $30 a bottle. And let's say it's 1,000 purchases each month. Well, here's another thing. What percentage? So 1K orders per month. Percent. Percent. Tokens owned. Example. Revenue share. Okay, so $30 times 1,000. So 30,000 orders per or 1,000 orders per month equals 30K. If you owned, let's see, percentage of tokens owned. And let's just make these are inputs. So if you own 1%, not F4, you just F4. Huh. Actually, here, percent of tokens owned. Actually, no, I prefer that 1%. Percent of tokens owned. Revenue share would be this. It's not 10%. Okay, what does this say? This says if I sell 1,000 orders a month, that's I mean, how long does it take to go through a single bottle? Maybe 1 month. So 1,000 people on average are using it. All right, let's just pretend we get there. Okay, so if there's only 1,000 tokens, I'd need to own 10%, or 10 tokens own 1% of them all. That's the price to buy 10 tokens would be 10 times 1,000, $10,000. Total investment, total invested, would be times that. Oof, $10,000. We would need to have invested $10,000 to start earning $300 off, or to start earning $300 per month. Well, if you owned orders per month, orders per month, $1,000 of 2 times E2. And this is a number. Okay. If I could do this well, if I could do 1,000 orders a month, $30 each, and then someone owned 1% of all tokens, how many tokens would that be? How much was that invested? What's the return? If I did 5,000 though, so if I did 10,000, so total sales. Times $30, $300, and $300,000 in sales. Okay, so the point here is what is enticing? At the beginning, it's not going to be too enticing. And I mean, I'll probably own like 20% of it myself. Oh. This is a start to get an idea of how to gauge things. What looks realistic? Is anyone going to be buying a token at 100? Probably not. 10, no. I think these three, much more likely. Then obviously the more orders, the better. Or you raise the price. Or if someone owns 2 tokens, a higher chance. Much higher. Okay, we'll pick this up again.